everybody and welcome back to Love English. I'm Sabrah.
And I'm Leila.
And on this channel we want to make you fall in love with learning English.
And us.
Of course. So guys, in this video we want to explain to you where you might be going wrong with learning English, where you might have stopped growing, and where you might be feeling a bit frustrated that your English isn't improving in the way that you would like. So this isn't a negative video to make you feel bad about, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. This is not that. It's trying to tell you ways to get over the kind of period where you hit a bit of a wall, which all learners do. In fact, all learners of everything do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're studying.
Yeah, the best tennis players, the best filmmakers, everything like that. At some point they can actually hit a wall and they might feel that they're not improving. So this video is all about helping you to overcome that. So it's a positive video to make you feel more motivated.
So of course, if you do want to keep learning English, then make sure that you subscribe, click that button below, click the notifications bell until it looks like this, and you will be one of the first to be notified when our lessons go live, when they're uploaded for you. Right, so number one. One of the biggest problems that I think most of our students will probably say to us is that they're just not improving anymore. They reach a plateau, and what that means is from elementary to intermediate, it's more or less, I'm coming over this way, sorry Sabrah, it's more or less, you feel like you're going up a hill, you're learning a lot of new grammar, a lot of new vocabulary, and you get to intermediate level and you might kind of feel that you're walking along a flat path.
Yeah, it gets a bit harder.
It's a bit boring, and you feel like you're not making that same level of progress. And there is a big difference between going from elementary to intermediate, from intermediate to advanced.
Leila, what kind of might be some of the harder things to learn from intermediate to advanced compared to elementary to intermediate? Because I think you're exactly right that a lot of learners find it easy to get from elementary to intermediate. But when it comes to reaching advanced level, what problems can they face?
When we're thinking about vocabulary, often it's things like idiomatic expressions, subtle differences in levels of formality. And then of course with grammar, what happens when you get to upper intermediate is you start learning all the rules that you should and can and could break in English. So
all the exceptions
all
to
the
rules.
exceptions,
yeah.
Which gets really frustrating and confusing, and really the grammar does get a little bit more complicated.
That's true, yeah. So guys, you have to push on through that plateau. At that point, it's really important that you don't think, this is too hard, I can't learn English, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm going to give up. Don't do that, yeah? Push on through, keep trying. You know, find ways to make you feel more positive and more motivated about learning English. So the second point we want to make about this, guys, is that if you're not doing daily English practice, you probably won't learn at a very fast rate. So you probably will reach your plateau more easily. So it's really important that every day you learn English, even if it is just for 10 minutes a day, even if it's just listening to a podcast, watching a YouTube video, reading an article. I would say ideally you need to be doing between half an hour and an hour, but if that is not possible, 10 minutes is still fantastic, but making sure that you do it every day. So actually you're helping your brain switch more easily from your native language to English. You're getting it more used to that, and the more used to that, over time, it will find it easier to switch into thinking in English and things like that.
Also consider if you are taking English classes, whether they're evening classes or if you're studying in the UK, don't think that learning ends when you leave the classroom. It continues. Yes. We tell our students, keep doing stuff outside of the classroom. As Sabrah said, all those activities are great ways to continue learning. Now, as well as learning daily, you can't just be passive. You can't just think that you're going to hear something and learn it by osmosis.
I wish it worked like that. That'd be great.
That'd be great, yeah. I'd be speaking fluent Italian by now. You do need to be active. And when we say active, you need to engage in what you are listening to, whether you're having a conversation with someone or watching a television program in English. When you hear words and words that maybe you don't understand, try and understand them in context. Make an educated guess what you think that word might mean. And then, of course, check it in a dictionary.
That's right, guys. And also do things like find a conversation club, find a study buddy, join the online Facebook groups for learning English, and find other people who want to practice with you. Be very active about your English language learning journey. Don't just think, oh, I'm going to my lessons and I'm listening to a podcast and I'm watching movies and I'm going to become fluent. It's not going to work that way. You need to be active. So again, get your motivation levels up high and be active. Now guys, be honest, are you still using Google Translate and are you still translating in your head and thinking about how you would say it in your language and then translating to English? Are you doing that? Comment below if you are. Tell us, we won't be too mean to you. So guys, that is a problem. If you are still using Google Translate and if you're still translating from your language into English, this is actually quite a slow way to learn a language because you don't learn the structures of English. And also things do not directly translate. I'm sure
Idioms
by now,
don't. Idioms.
Yeah, many phrasal verbs don't directly translate, many adjectives. So it's a really good thing to stop relying on Google Translate and to stop translating from your language to English. You need a good English to English dictionary. So you really need to be kind of basing all of your learning in English. I have a good video, guys, a bit about how to do this. It's called Think in English. You can watch that up here. So you can learn more of those specific tips with that video.
Now, how many of you go to the gym? I don't. Do you?
I'm joining, but I've been joining for like 2 years.
Now, the theory behind going to the gym, because I can't actually claim that I go, is that you need to do different exercises on different days. If you're constantly working exactly the same muscles in the same way, you're not going to get very drastic results. And the same goes for English. Don't just think by going to a grammar book and doing the exercises and doing this daily that you're going to be improving your English at least as fast as you want to. Vary the activities that you do. So each day, do something different. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
This way, you're kind of engaging your brain. It's a bit more interesting. It
Keeps your motivation higher.
Keeps your motivation higher. Keeps you more active rather than passive. So every day, think of a new way that you can study English. One day, you might want to write sentences. Gap fills another day. Only speaking, recording your voice.
Yeah, doing an English crossword.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, having a chat to your study buddy, watching a bit of a film.
Watching YouTube, love English.
Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. We would like to know how motivated you are and what problems you're having with progressing. So do tell us below in the comments. Have you plateaued? Would you like any more tips on this kind of thing? Comment below and tell us.
And also, why not share some of your recommendations and top tips to help go from intermediate to advanced? That way you guys can have a chat in the comments section below and share your advice and your experience of learning English.
That's right, guys. We do wish you all the best. Stay motivated. You can do it. Keep pushing through that wall.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you soon on Love English.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Nothing.
Just your hair. It's very long.
Uber hair.
I can have a highlight.
So thick as well.
Your hair is really thick.
So thick.
I've got lots of hair, but not thick like that.
Though.
Oh my god, you could like do bungee jump.
I know.
Do my own. Oh, no, I broke it. Sorry. Okay.